Disney couldn't produce any evidence that Baby Einstein was educational.
Who really thought that plonking your 9-month-old in front of the television for an hour was good for their health?
Obviously, a lot of people.
I don't like any of these products that purport to make your child smarter or higher achiever or get better scores. I mean, I think all that is...
It's all marketing, man. It's all marketing.
It's all junk. You don't need to go buy something out of a box to help your baby's brain develop. They're going to get that. I mean, don't...
Listening to Mozart will not make your babies more intelligent. Disney's Baby Einstein products have taken this proposed Mozart effect and used it as a marketing tool to tell parents that listening to Mozart will actually help their baby's cognitive development.
We, concerned Fresno State graduate students, are not the only voices raising questions about this marketing scam and the research behind it. In fact, development of this issue has come a long way, and Disney has actually stopped claiming that their Baby Einstein product is educational and will enhance intelligence in babies after strong complaints about these bold claims.
Where did these claims originate? What evidence was the creator of Baby Einstein using to support this idea? It all started with the dawn of the Mozart effect, which was examined and researched by a psychologist named Francis Rocher in 1993. Rocher found that college students in his sample scored higher in standardized tests that evaluated spatial task performance after exposure to a Mozart sonata. Spatial tasks! The creators of Baby Einstein jumped from improvement of spatial tasks of college students while currently listening to Mozart to long-term improvement of children's intellectual development by listening to Mozart as babies. Thank you.
What's more, extensive research that has replicated Rocher's study have only found small enhancements of performance on spatial tasks after exposure to Mozart, compared to samples that are exposed to non-musical stimuli or silence.
In fact, in an in-depth meta-analysis on the existing literature that examines the Mozart effect, conducted by psychological researcher Jacob Peachnig, concluded that there is little support for a Mozart effect, considering the cumulative empirical evidence. This meta-analysis also examines evidence that listening to any kind of arousing music can improve performance on spatial tasks.
What's frightening here is the power of marketing. This meta-analysis, conducted by Jacob Peachnig, observed a publication bias towards studies whose results on the Mozart effect are in expected directions. They tend to be published more often, quicker, and more prominently, and more of the significant results that are published in favor of a Mozart effect are by research who are affiliated with Francis Rocher.
You know, we have a government at the moment that is in love with the market and can't, hates regulation and doesn't think that businesses should be regulated at all. The commission put a lot of pressure on Disney, lots and lots and lots of pressure on Disney to change their marketing. And so what happened is that Disney did. And if you go to the Baby Einstein website now, they don't mention the word educational. Is that the Federal Trade Commission sent to us a letter saying we're going to dismiss your complaint because Disney isn't doing it anymore. So the message to corporations is it's okay to lie to parents, but if you do lie to parents, it's okay as long as you stop doing it.
Heads up!
Baby Einstein products also rely on a lot of screen time with their program DVDs that supposedly help with babies' development.
Dr. Jay Hoker, a member of the Department of Pediatric and Adolescent Medicine, advises, Baby Einstein DVDs might catch your baby's attention, but screen time isn't likely to promote his or her development. In fact, an infant can learn just as much, if not more, by interacting with you or other caregivers.
Furthermore, research has shown that regularly reading to babies and toddlers boosts language ability.
Dr. Hoker also makes clear that many pediatricians discourage screen time for children younger than age 2. Instead of relying on Baby Einstein DVDs, concentrate on proven ways to promote infant development, such as talking, playing, singing, smiling, and reading to your baby. Even if your baby doesn't understand what you're saying or grasp the plot of the story, he or she will soak in your words and revel in your attention. These simple activities form the foundation for speech and thought.
So what should you do with all your Baby Einstein DVDs? While this Disney program is not necessarily harmful to your baby's development, it is important to keep in mind how often your baby is watching a TV screen rather than interacting with the real world. Consider minimal exposure to Baby Einstein DVDs and more exposure with the real life versions of the things that they're watching on the screen.
I call that getting swindled and pimped. I call that getting tricked by business.